airport is the face of our country, and as a government of Central Equatoria State, under the directive of His Excellency the Governor Agustino Jadala Camilo Wane, he directed us as a he formed a flood mitigation committee. This flood mitigation committee is to assess the level of flood in Central Equatoria at large and in Juba, in particular the airport and other places. So we have come this morning to the authorities of Juba International Airport to assess and acquaint ourselves with the status of flood and if the flood will affect the airport. But thanks enough that we have seen there is no major threat towards the flood, and there was no threat that can affect the normal operationalization of the activities of the airport. The planes will come normally and it will not be affected, but the areas surrounding also you accompany us when we have all seen this. The areas surrounding the airport is safe. There is no water that can come from outside the airport to inside the airport because of some of these culverts that are built. But we are also looking ahead in other areas, especially water that flows from Jebel area to Budele to Munuki. We want to ensure that they have water pathways that will direct them to the streams that connect to the River Nile. So we can confirm that there is no major threat in the airport. We only need to work hard so that we change some of these culverts, because some of the culverts are very small, and in the long term to come, we may need to change them to bridges. And maybe we can give a small time to the representative from the airport so that he may say something. Yes,
okay. شكرا. بشكر سيد نائب حاكم ولاية استوائية الوسطى والوفد الماشي معه بتاعت الولاية. الزيارة اليوم كان لمطار جوبا عشان يجي يشوفوا مشاكل بتاع فيضانات اللي كان متوقع في الشهور اللي فاتت. فيضانات هتصل لمطار جوبا، لكن هنا شايفين ما في فيضانات من النيل تاني يدخل المطار، لأن شايفين منسوب بتاعت البحر نزل شوية. يلا في موية بيجي من المدينة، بيجي من الجبل وأحياء بتاع المدينة كله بيمر بالمطار. الموية ده يعني شهور الفات شهر 8 و7 موية كان بكتر عن وية المطار، لكن شهر 8 9 لنا فتحنا المجاري كله والموية هسه بقى تمشي البحر، المطار بقى ماشي. حاجة نحن دايرينه كمطار نحن نشتغل سويا مع حكومة بتاعت الولاية عشان نبنوا المجاري الثابتة، ويكون حل الأخير ما يكون في مشكلة تانية لقدام موية ويكون ماشي، حتى لو في أمطار كتير الموية بتصل البحر. فنحن كمان كإدارة السلطة بتاع مطار جوبا نحن محتاجين إنه يكون عندنا عمل مشترك مع حكومة بتاعت الولاية، لأنه في مواطنين كمان بيقولوا إنه موية بتطلع من المطار وبيعمل لهم مشاكل في أحياء. فده هنا ننظر فوقه نشوف المهندسين يراجعوا الكلام ده. كان موية ده بتطلع من المطار بنحاول نعمل مجاري اللي بيخلي الموية تمشي البحر عشان ما يضر المواطنين في الولاية. شكرا.
Yeah, we have seen some people constructed their houses on the roads, and others are in the water pathways. And this is the responsibility of the Ministry of Roads and Bridges. Those construction that blocks the water pathways, those people have to be directed. That's why we came together with the State Minister of Roads and Bridges. We can also give him opportunity to say something.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, the Deputy Mayor, and our colleague from the airport here. It's true that today we have this visit to Juba International Airport to do assessment of the situation in terms of floods and other issues, including cleaning of the airport. What I want to say is that what we need in Juba is we need a complete drainage system. This is what we need, so that all this water can be diverted all the way from Jebel up to the Nile. So that is the most important thing that we need experts to help us in terms of drainage system. We have our partners here, and we are kindly requesting you to partner with us as the state government so that we can have a complete drainage system of Juba city. And this is not only in Juba, it is an international practice that all the cities there must be a drainage system. The issues to do with the people who are building on the roadside, we will clear them. The good thing is that we are I am in the committee of demolition. We started very well and we will continue. We just paused it because it was the raining season, and we do not also want to affect our citizens. That's why we paused it a bit, but we have started giving out warnings to so many areas, including people who are building on the roadside, including those who are building in graveyards and other important government institutions areas. We will do our part. But as far as this visit is concerned, the most important thing is the drainage system that we need to work on, and we ask our partners to partner with us. The rest to do with cleanliness, this is a work of City Council, and City Council need to really double its efforts to ensure that the city is clean. And we will also support as a state government. We will not leave it to Juba City alone, because at the end of the day, it is our roads that are affected. All those rubbish, mostly they are on the roadside. And also the administration of the airport should also do its part. I have seen there are companies that are working, these aviation companies. Very close to them, you find a lot of bottles. And I don't know what that means, whether they are aware or they are not aware. We will check on them very soon. I am also happy that we are in another committee led by His Excellency the Governor, the Deputy Governor who is with us here, to look into the issues to do with sewage, like what we saw before. There are people who releases their sewage running on the roadside, and it goes even up to the River Nile, and it is the same water that our people are drinking. So we are going to take that very serious. We have already seen it, and we will take action. We are just waiting to start operationalizing our team, our committee, so that some of these things we will handle at that level of that committee. I want to thank you all, the media fraternity, for covering up this important visit, and we will wait if you have some few questions to ask later.
Yeah, thank you. Before we give them questions, we need to take some information from City Council, because we have seen rampant littering of crystals around Juba, and City Council is working towards cleaning of Juba City and beautification of Juba City. And the beautification of Juba City will start from Juba International Airport, then it moves to the ministries and other roads. So we want to see Juba beautiful and clean. We will give the opportunity to the Deputy Mayor for Infrastructure and Environment to say something about the status of the city, especially in terms of the beautification and the cleaning of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Honorable Minister for Roads and Bridges, Media Houses. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today I am so much glad and happy that we have got an opportunity together with the state government to come here to visit around and see the issues of flooding within the city and the airport. To me, as the Deputy Mayor for Infrastructure and Environment, it is not my first time for this visit. I had been touring Juba that I concluded yesterday with the Juba block, and it is only the airport that I did not visit. But most of the areas we have visited, including Kron, and then included Jada Bridge. These are areas that are affected so much with the issue to do with the drainage system. Water runs from Jebel coming across up to Jada Bridge that has destroyed almost 4 to 5 houses. I was wishing that if we could have time, we would pass by so that we will be able to see what has happened there as a result of poor drainage system in the city. So me as a Deputy Mayor for Infrastructure and Environment, I am so much glad. When I concluded my visit, I have identified 2 to 3 areas that include the drainage system. We have got a poor drainage system that has resulted into flooding in most areas, not only the airport, but so many areas including Tomping and Budele and so on. All these areas are affected by drainage system. So we as a City Council have just concluded my tour yesterday, and tomorrow or at the end of the week I will be able to come with a mitigation plan that we will be able to share with the state government and share with some of our development partners to see what we can do collectively as a different institution. So we are in our position to ensure that City Council it is very clean. Last week, but once we have received a number of vehicles from JICA, and we are going to be dividing these vehicles with all our blocks in Juba City Council, Monuki, Juba and Kator to ensure that the city is maintained clean. The biggest challenge that we are facing as a City Council was the issue to do with the trucks. Now that we have received these trucks, we are very sure and I can assure the public that Juba City is going to be clean. We had a plan when I was appointed as a deputy mayor. We had a plan of making Juba as a smart city, but now we are looking towards transforming Juba City into a modern city. And I believe we will be able to do this together with you people as a public and the state government together, and we, the City Council, local government. So let us remain hopeful that we should put our hands together, including our development partners, to ensure that some of these challenges we can be able to address together. Otherwise, thank you.
Yeah, Central Equatoria State work with partners. We don't work alone. We have partners who always work with us in many things. And today, in this visit, we are accompanied by so many partners, but we'll give representative of these partners to say something on the situation that they have seen. We'll give to the representative of partners represented by the UNHCR to say something.
Woman.
Yeah,
Gender balance.
Thank you. Thank you, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, as well as the Chair of the Flood Task Force, and everyone present. Protocol remain observed. We, as humanitarian and development actors, we have joined the government in the flood preparedness and response plan. That is why today you see us moving together with the government. So from the response plan in regards to flooding, we took it seriously because the airport is one of the area that has access to the country and as well as to the states. So, you know, when we don't have access to the airport and there are humanitarian needs, for example, like vaccines to be flown outside and the airport is cut off because of floods, then that means humanitarian needs will be vast and then will lead the country into emergency. So today what we have seen, we are happy, especially when we have seen already that drainage system has been already, it's in place and working is going on. I remember the humanitarian country coordinator was here 2 months ago when we just started the Central Equatoria Flood Task meeting. They came, they visited together with the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. They emphasized at Central Equatoria Task Force to ensure that this airport is not affected. Regardless of what, people have to work on the airport, and we are happy today that this thing is going on. We as humanitarian, we always coordinate and then connect to the development actors as well. So whatever we have seen today as humanitarian will not be able to be responding to infrastructure, but we'll make sure our reports reach to the development actors so that they also look into it together with the Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure, as well as other, you know, entity in the Ministry of Infrastructure as well. Thank you very much.
Protocol of safety. The issue of Juba City Council office in the airport was rejected. Tried our level best, open an office, even we opened it, but later the authority of the airport closed it down. That they are so responsible for the management of the airport. Up to now, as I speak, we don't have our officers, our officers at the airport. So, yes, we pardon us for that. But hopefully that this visit will brainstorm us that the responsibility of the airport is the responsibility of all South Sudanese who are here, is to maintain so clean. The national government, the state government, and the whole government level should join hands and make it clean as a place of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. My name is Sheila. This is not the first time any government comes in and does assessment, and even city council. Many times these assessments have been done, but we have never seen a tangible turnout, a change that has been done. For instance, the issue of Crown Hotel, it's not the first time they come up to give reasons as to where their sewage or how they keep their water system, the sewage system. How sure are we that this assessment this time will come up with some changes, especially in the issue of the drainage of Juba? We do not have any drainage in Juba. So maybe City Council can give a response as well.
No, I will be the one to give the response.
Okay, sir.
You see, government and the government differs. Leadership of the state differs. This is the new leadership of the state. Have you ever witnessed a governor or a deputy governor coming on the ground to Crown Hotel, to other places, and to supervise by himself? I think the answer will be no. This is a new administration. A new administration that is practical in doing its work. Coming down as the top leadership of the state to see things that are happening around Juba and in different places, it is assurance that we are action-oriented and the results can be seen. We cannot assure you that the result will be tomorrow, but you will see the result and everything will be into its place. This is the answer.
At least specify for us in terms of long-term, short-term, medium objectives.
Definitely we are starting the work immediately today.
Yeah.
This is the short term. The long term, the result will be out to speak by itself.
On drainage, City Council, please.
At least City Council issue exclusive statement on issue of the drainage.
My colleague, the deputy governor, has just said, this is a new leadership. I myself am still 30 plus days in the office, and the first step that I took when I entered the office was to tour Juba, to move around to understand the problem that are facing our people. One of the biggest issues that I have identified, I myself as a deputy mayor, is the issue of drainage. Apart from drainage, we have got other issues to do with the garbage management and the issues to do with bad road connectivities within the city. But the purpose to move around is to understand this problem so that we will be able to come with a mitigation plan, so that we will be able to put some of these challenges on ground to action plan, and then we will be able to continue from there.
Maybe let me add, the deputy mayor is still too young to answer some of these questions.
It's too new.
He's too new. That means he's too young. So let me respond. The issues to do with drainage, my dear brothers and sisters, the media fraternity, is that we need to begin with what is called a master plan, a drainage master plan for Juba. Now this needs experts. It is not something that you can time it like football. It can be timed, but it takes a bit of time because we need to get experts in. Now, as we talk, we are engaging partners like JICA and the UNDP to help us get experts to come with, first of all, a drainage system plan, a master plan of the whole of Juba. Then from there now we can proceed. Thank you.
We have a new body that was formed by the governor, Engineering Corporation, formed by the governor. Is a body of a technical team that will work with the different ministries of housing, which the development plan of the Juba is within the Ministry of Housing. It will work with Ministry of Housing, Ministry of Roads, and the rest. That's why you have seen, as a state government, we are working with the national government. Even currently, we are working towards expanding the electricity in Juba. This is based on the development plan and the sketch that we have in the Ministry of Roads and Bridges. So we have the technical how to do this. What matters is that collective efforts, so that we will see the result very soon. Thank you.